Okay, so to get started on my face, I always like to use a cleansing water. This is the Caudalie cleansing water, the micellar water. I don't know how to pronounce all that French. I like to use this on a paper towel or tissue just to cleanse my face a little bit further than like what any other cleanser can do. I did just wash my face, but this kind of does an extra step. Alright, and then I've been using this serum for the past couple days. Algenist came out with this new power line, and it's like they came out with the first like cream serum, I guess, and this is the liquid one. This is for the daytime. It's like a mini one that they gave people at work, and I've been using this for the past couple of days while I do my makeup, and it works really well, I think. And the night one is my favorite. This one I don't notice like a huge difference, but the night one is really nice because it's so concentrated because it's a cream, and it's like the first ever cream serum on the market, or at Sephora at least. I don't know about everywhere else, but this is good for like fine line reductions, which is my entire face because I'm old. And then my favorite moisturizer ever right now is the Lala Retro Whipped Cream Moisturizer from Drunk Elephant. I don't know if you can see that. And then in my T-zone, as I did in my last video, this is the mattifying primer from Makeup Forever. I'm going to put this on my nose and just a little bit in the center of my forehead just to keep the oils down and keep it from getting shiny. Alright, and for the foundation and concealer, I want to try a couple of new things that I haven't used on my channel before, and I forgot to wet my beauty blender. I will be right back. Alright, so I've had this foundation for a while. It's called the Teint Idole Ultra Cushion Foundation, whatever. It's the Lancome Cushion Foundation, and it has SPF 50 in it, which is pretty high for a foundation. I've used this on, I think I used it on someone on my channel. I just never ever put it on myself, so I have no idea if it's the right color. It's a little light, but we'll have to do. Alright, and since that is a little bit light for my taste, I'm going to use the Morphe concealer in the shade Toast. And I used this in my last video just to warm up the perimeter of my face, kind of as like a liquid bronze. I don't want to say contour because it's pretty warm toned, so I'm using it kind of as a liquid bronzer. And for my under eye concealer and the highlight, I guess, I'm going to use the NARS Creamy Concealer in the shade Vanilla. And I'm going to put this underneath my eyes. I've never used this on my channel, and I've only used it one other time since I've gotten it. But a couple years ago, I got it at Sephora. I don't know if it was when it came out or like when I noticed it. And I got it, and for some reason I really didn't like it. And I returned it because I thought it creased a lot. But I might have been like not as good at setting my under eyes as I am now, and maybe I was just setting it weird. So I'm glad I got it again. I'm gonna give it another try. And for my powder, I'm going to use the Coty Airspun powder, and I'm gonna put this all over my face, but mostly focus it under my eyes. Since I put the concealer over my eyelids, I'm just going to put the powder over it just so I'm using it as a primer. And since I'm not planning on wearing this like more than like an hour after I end the video, I'm just going to wipe away the powder. But as I usually do in all my other videos, I usually let the powder under my eyes sit while I do my eyebrows. But I'm not really worried about it today because it's like 11 at night right now, and I'm not worried about it. Alright, for my brows, you are going to be so surprised that I'm not using the Brow Wiz today, but I'm in your need of change, so I'm going to use the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil, and it is really good, but the color of it, I might just have the wrong color. It's just a little bit too warm. Usually I like my brows to be pretty cool tone. This one's just a little bit more of a chocolate brown, and it's just not my preference, but it is a good pencil. Still going to use the Anastasia concealer in 1.0, that won't change. And I am going to use the Morphe M224 concealer brush just to try to conceal these because they look really dark. I don't know. I'm going to use my Tarteist contour palette from Tarte, which looks like this. This is the first one. I know they came out with another one, but this is not the second one with like the shimmer highlight. This is just the all matte palette. And I'm going to use this yellow toned color right here just to set all of the concealer under my eyes. Not under my eyes. To set all of the concealer under my brows. And while I have out my Tarte contour palette, I'm just going to use that to contour today just for a change. And I'm going to use this cool toned light color right here, which is like, it says 3 and 4 contour next to it. I don't know what that means. I'm just going to use my Kat Von D Shade and Light, and I'm going to use the light side of it just to contour under my cheekbones a little bit. And as usual, I'm going to use one of the matte highlight colors. In this, I'm going to use probably this one, not so much the yellow one. I think this one kind of comes out a little bit later. And I'm just going to add a little bit more contrast under the contour. This is totally like an extra step. I just like doing this under the contour because I think it brings down my jaw a little bit and kind of adds the contrast, like the light on top, light on bottom, and then the dark in it. It kind of makes it look like my cheekbone's going in a little bit more. That's just my preference, but it can be a little intense for some people. And I'm going to use that same contour color in the Tarte palette right here, and I'm going to use my Tarte concealer brush, and I'm going to contour the sides of my nose with this. And then I'm going to use the smaller dense side and just use that highlight color that I put underneath my contour and just kind of like bake the sides of the contour just to like put underneath of it. It's kind of like what I did under my jaw, just in a more intense way, just to add a little bit more sharpness to my nose contour. This is also like a really extra step. Use the edge of the brush and just use that and go down the bridge of my nose. And then I'm just going to use the brush that I use underneath of my contour and just brush all of that away. I'm going to brush it like vertically, just so I'm not brushing the darkness onto the light spots. I'm just brushing it straight down. And then, as I always do, I'm going to spray my Beauty Blender with my Fix Plus spray from MAC and just go over all of that powder and just kind of push it into the skin, because I feel like I use a lot of powder, which I know I do, and I don't want it to look as powdery as it will look. I know it will always look powdery because I put on like 6 different powders. This will kind of just like push it into the skin and take away some of the extra powder, because it does make the loose powder stick to it. My Sleek Makeup highlighting palette, because it has a similar color in it. I'm just like sickly demented by the champagne pop color. It's my favorite ever. So I'm gonna use this color right there. I don't even know if I'm pointing to it. Yep, that one. And I'm gonna use the Morphe E61 highlighting brush just to go down the center of the nose. And I'm only keeping the highlight like right on that spot that we kind of like put the highlight, like the matte highlight down the center of the nose. I don't want to highlight the whole thing, because then when the light hits it, it's going to be like highlighting the sides that we just contoured. And then I'm going to mix this with the yellow shade and just put that on my cheekbones. And then the same on the other side. And I just remembered that I did not bronze. What is wrong with me? I used the contour, like I contoured my face, but I didn't bronze. So what I'm going to use today, which is new for me, and kind of new in general, it is the La Mercier Candle Glow Sheer Perfecting Powders. And at work I asked for the dark one because I can't see myself using this like as a setting powder, because it's very luminous and it has a glow to it. That's why it's called Candle Glow. So I asked for it in the shade 4, which is like a lot darker than my face, as you can see right here. There's a glare, sorry. So it has a pretty nice bronze effect to it. I wanted it just so I could bronze. I probably would never use it if it was the color of my skin. I'll do green. Why the fuck not? I have a couple new things that I do want to record with. Shade and Light little quad, and this is in the shade Rust. I have the Plum and I have the Smoke Base Define Contour Highlight. That's just what they're all called, but that's what they're called on all of them, I think. Yeah. So I'm gonna use the base color in the Rust palette, and I'm going to use this in my crease because it has a little bit of a pink tone to it, so I'm gonna put it in my crease just as a little baby transition. So, I really wanted to do glitter. I'm going to use my NYX glitter glue as usual because that is the only glitter glue I have at the moment. I'm going to use a Wet n Wild gold glitter. It's literally called gold glitter. So I'm going to use a really thin layer of that glitter glue on a synthetic brush and just put that on my actual eyelid and not in the crease. I should probably smoke out my bottom liner first. Hold on, BRB, this is the Perversion liner from Urban Decay. I wanted to try a new mascara or any mascara that wasn't Roller Lash because I feel like I use the same shit every video and it's getting on my nerves. So this is the Giorgio Armani mascara. I think it's called the Eccentric Mascara. Armani mascara in Obsidian Black. I don't know what the fuck it's called. Alright, so my lashes for today, I'm going to use the Huda Beauty lashes in the shade Farrah, which is the number 12 lashes. Alright, so now that the eyes are completely done, I'm going to go on to the lips, and then that'll be it. Alright, sorry, the camera kind of cut out, so it missed part of my lips. So I used Smashbox lipstick in Famous as a base, and then I used the Bite Beauty Gold Lip Gloss, and I put that all over top just because I really like the monochromatic look. So that pretty much completes the whole look. I hope you enjoyed watching how I did this. And please follow me down below. It is zboner_. That's where I like to talk to a lot of people on there. And if you have any makeup questions that I didn't really answer on here, please DM me on Instagram. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this look and this video. Please subscribe if you aren't already, and you can see my videos. I'm going to be doing 2 videos a week, so please subscribe so you can see all of those and get the little notification when I do post it. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time. Bye.